So I awoke this morning with an email from YouTube asking me if I need help, which is so very condescending to receive from the platform where the cult exists. If YouTube was not platforming the cult leaders, then all of their victims, including me, would be free to exist and live our lives without the reign and rule of a cult that has abducted us and is forcing us to make content for their financial profit. Adonis Paul and Original Owl are two of the cult leaders here on YouTube that YouTube has been aware of for the last 5 years and has done absolutely nothing to control. YouTube works very much like a cult in the fact that they allow this behavior to happen. But if somebody starts making noise about it, they'll suddenly step up and say, "Oh, are you okay? Do you need help? Is there anything we can do to make your experience easier other than doing anything at all?" They're not actually asking me if I need help. They are publicly making it look like help exists. It doesn't. If I respond to this email and I tell YouTube, yes, I need help, you have creators on this platform who are abducting other creators and forcing them to make content specifically to make money for them, and they're going to kill those creators once they're tired of them. YouTube needs to be policing this. YouTube needs to be controlling this, but they're not. And if I was to send YouTube a letter telling them that, they would ignore it. Because the "are you okay" message is an automatic thing that does not actually come from a human being who is paying attention and cares. It is an automatic message meant to make me think and meant to make me give other people the impression that there is hope on this platform, that there is help on this platform, that if you are struggling and somebody is hurting you, there is a way to receive assistance. But it is just a mask. It's just a facade. It is not real help. There is no real help for the victims of this cult who are being forced daily to produce content for this cult. There is no actual help. When YouTube says we can help you, they cannot. It's just like when the cult says that they're not trying to hurt me, that they don't want me to kill myself, that they're not a cult. These are things that they say so that the world, so that the people don't catch on to what they're actually doing. There's no hope. That's the one thing people need to understand when you've been abducted by a cult that forces you to make content for them. There is no actual hope. No matter how many times I beg and plead for my life back, I will never receive my life back. They will have me killed once they think that I have spoken out too much. Let's talk a little bit about the cult mindset and how it transferred easily to online. So with cults, what the leaders are looking for is power. They want to be gods. They want to be worshipped. They want to be in control of other people. Complete control of other people, of their bodies, of their minds, of their lives. Cult members are often scared, lost, mentally disturbed people, often drug addicted people, who simply don't know what to do with their lives and need somebody to puppet them They need somebody to control them. They need somebody to tell them what to do and where to go and when to do it so that they can function properly, because on their own they were not doing that great. Problem with this is cult leaders are not looking out for your best interest. So while they may be telling you what to do and when to do it, they are not actually looking for your better interest in doing that. They're looking for theirs. So they used to make the cult girls make things and sell them on the side of the street. That was their life. You crochet, or you make jam, or you make bread, and then every other day you're out on the corner selling it, or at a market selling it, and that's your life. Online, they have in it, they find the cult leaders, Adonis Paul, Original Owl. There's others. There's Daywave Radio, and there are smaller subsets that are being formed all the time. My Aunt Kathy is one of them. My maternal aunt is attempting to start her own faction of the cult that has abducted me here on YouTube. So these channels, these big channels, they have thousands of followers. They scour the internet for weaker content creators, people that are sad, people that are lonely, people that are mentally unwell or addicted. And they take this content from them and they start making money off of this content. And then they start emailing this person, we're making money off of your content, and if you don't keep making it, we're going to kill you. We're making money off of your content, and if you don't keep making it, somebody is going to come hurt you. You belong to us now. You can't fight it. If you do, we will hurt you. We are watching you all the time. We know where you live. We know what you do. You are not safe because you now belong to us. And if you don't make content for us, we will kill you. The only way you are allowed to continue living is if you make content that we can take and profit off of. And once you stop being profitable, we will kill you. These are the emails I received 5 years ago. They're different now, of course. The messages are different now because once people start looking, they change the wording so that it can't be as easily seen as what they're doing. They made hate videos to break me down and to convince the rest of the cult that I deserve what they were doing. They would go on for hours attacking just me. I mean, 3 or 4 hours at a time with 1 or 2 people just going after just me for thousands of viewers, telling people I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm nasty, I'm a drug addict and an alcoholic, and nobody's ever loved me and nobody will ever love me because I'm a murderer, and just on and on and on and on, throwing the stones, beating me down, showing their power and control as they sent their thousands of followers to throw their stones and beat me down through email. And then for a while, I tried to escape. I went offline. I said, if they're going to be doing this, I can't take it. I just won't be online. And I was offline for 6 months. They mailed me a shovel in real life. I mean, to my door, to my apartment, so that I knew that they knew where I lived. They mailed me a shovel to let me know that they were going to kill me and bury me if I didn't start making content again soon. And then they put pictures of dead people in my mailbox. So I had to come back to YouTube because they were physically sending items of destruction to my home. And the next thing they were going to do, they were going to come and kill me. And there's nothing I can do. If you look into it, it's not going to look like a cult because they delete evidence and they lie and they make their victims lie. A lot of the people that they attack, that they're stealing and forcing to make content, don't realize that they've been abducted by a cult. They don't understand what's happening. They were just living their lives one day, and out of the blue, they're receiving these messages threatening them and demanding that they do things, and they don't know what to do. They're scared, and there's no help available. There's no legal help, and there's no help from the platform that's allowing it. Now, they've sent me emails telling me I have to confess and I have to admit to my wrongdoings every single day, or they're going to hurt me. This is something that cults do. It's not enough for them to say repeatedly that you're a bad person. They have to make you say it repeatedly until you know that you're a bad person, until you know that they are better than you. And that's why they deserve the control that they have. They chose me because I'm alone and because I'm weak. Well, I think that they thought that I was weaker than I am. I think maybe I thought that I was weaker than I am because I've held out for a long time. I break down. I do have bad. I have CPTSD because I've been in so many traumatic situations in my life that I easily have nervous breakdowns. My brain just kind of goes away. But I was never looking for people to control me. I was never looking for a group. I don't feel comfortable in groups. I don't feel comfortable with people. People have hurt me. I don't want to join up with them. My family gave me to this cult. They gave me to them because I spoke out too much and I told the truth too much. Just like those kids that were forced into the Eton school. Their families just gave them to these people and said, make them stop saying the things they're saying, even if they're true. And that was in 2019. It's never ending, and it's never going to end until YouTube steps up as a platform and said, listen, this is our home, and we don't want this kind of behavior happening. YouTube won't police the platform that they claim to have control over, and so there are factions of internet cults that have taken over YouTube, and there's nothing that can be done about it.